Wait 1 second, making sure I'm recording. I should be recording now. Okay, wait 1 second, I need to clean my glasses. But hello and welcome back to part 3 of rewriting my Minecraft SMP history. And also doing a little bit of a history on the SMPs that I've been on. Okay, but hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe. Sorry, it's taking a little while to clean my glasses. But hopefully you have been doing good. So, last time we did B3 SMP, and the previous time we did Clay SMP. My first ever SMP, and then my second SMP. And we're going in order of the third SMP that I was ever on, OrangeSMP. Now let me take away this. So if any user knew, OrangeSMP was a SMP that I was on, pretty sure it's 2 years ago now. I'm gonna pull up this so I can get the creator of the SMP up, who's now doing add-on SMP. Let me mute that. Who's now doing add-on SMP.
Hey,
that was their video that normally plays when you open their video. Okay, so that person being the could not speak. The creator of OrangeSMP, CallMePosted. That is the creator, who's now doing add-on SMP. They're currently doing, well, they were currently doing interviewing new members and all that for their server. But now we must get started. So I might as well go a quick run through the history of OrangeSMP. So OrangeSMP was a SMP that I joined 2 years ago. It was my third ever SMP. And as you can see, I got robbed at one point. Someone took my diamonds, and I knew that for a fact because I looked back at the video, and it turned out that in my chest was diamonds that I totally forgot that I had, and so I got robbed that way. But it was never solved because, you know, it was never really solved. And that was this, yeah, the true ending. So that was the ending that I did there because I had lost everything in the nether and I just gave up. But then I decided to return and I finally got all of my stuff. And then I decided to leave because roleplay. I wasn't really into the roleplay idea and I got too nervous to do roleplay on a server. But I left because of that, and after building a compound wall just kind of stop people from roaming into my land, I left the server. It's kind of a stupid idea, you know. Oh, I left because I was too nervous to do roleplay, and I was too nervous to do roleplay. It was the third ever SMP, and the third multiplayer Minecraft server that I went on. So, you know, you would be kind of nervous. And that's what that weird book is all about. So, I'm going to start off with the very beginning, and I just cannot remember what episode it was. I'm pretty sure this episode actually had a texture pack on. No. I don't know, I think I put a texture pack on, but then it never really worked and I took it off. I think that's what happened. But I'm pretty sure My Little Cottage is actually the first ever episode. Ignore my recommended. I've subscribed to like 15 different people that I do not know. Plus, Percy's pretty good. And also the streamer. I quite enjoy their Minecraft. So just ignore that. So, need to take a little breather there. So, we shall begin with the very beginning. 2 years ago, back on 1.16.4 Minecraft, January 8th. 2021. So a while after I started Minecraft Jungle Paradise Golden Age, that you can see one of the latest episodes of, just up there. Episode 760 now, in 2 years. Okay, but we're going to go full screen for this. I tell you, the game is very quiet. But I spawned in, I just started recording like, you know, I didn't do like, you know, third person, right? So it was kind of awkward, the starting of this. But, you know, it was the third ever Minecraft SMP that we had been on. And I didn't really know how to properly start off. I tell you, this was the progression of me getting better at YouTube, I tell you. I did quite actually enjoy their spawn area. I remember a few episodes later I would say, was this here? Because I never noticed it. Never noticed it. The big, you know, dragon dog looking... Well, that's weird. That's kind of weird.
So hopefully you are all doing.
When you hear that noise, that was me starting the episode. I used to slam the button because for some reason the video just never started. So if you wonder what kind of keyboard that I use, I always use this like the longer keyboard. Not your tiny keyboard that doesn't have the numpad on the right side. It has the numpad, but certain ones do not have the numpad. There's two different sets, I tell you. It's very annoying. But I have the flash, or slash, on the right side. I used to use the middle line, you know that line that you put in between stuff? I used to use that line as what do you call it, starting the recording. But due to overuse I stopped using that. But even though this is a new keyboard, I still use the newer settings and keybinds that I normally use. Now, off to continue.
Okay, today. And enjoying my channel and my series so far. I'm still looking for people to join my SMP and other stuff.
Oh yeah, I didn't realise this. I guess this would be my 4th SMP. Because I never realised TenkoBerry SMP was also going on at the time of B3 Array SMP. Well, a little bit later. Do not want to loop the video, I accidentally hit right click there. I had almost died. Okay. Oh yeah, I tried to get someone to take me on like a tour of the place. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Egg Sandwich. Yes, Egg Sandwich. I know that name for a fact. They also do animations. They have not did an animation in a little while, but they did the animations a little while ago. But they also did the, you know, time on this Minecraft server.
Build a house. What did I say? Trident.
Here we go, the melon shop, the most important shop in all of the land. And also, I did not know it was Doggy. Doggy is also a friend of CallMePosted, and they're on add-on SMP as well.
Doggy's melons. 1 diamond per stack. That's expensive.
And then I probably got to talk about, oh, it should be like iron or gold. Something useful.
Emeralds, diamonds. Ooh.
Diamonds are super expensive. Back then, I did not know that SMPs a lot of the time used either diamonds, emeralds. Well, not really emeralds no more, due to the villager update and all that. But they used to use emerald back in the day for, you know, buying stuff from people. And then, what was the other one? Iron. Iron used to be a good money system, and then that got thrown out long into the early days of Minecraft. It became iron, emeralds, because emeralds were rare to get, so it was harder to get. Diamonds were a quite good, you know, source of money. But these days, you know, people strip mine, so everything has to get expensive. It's kind of inflation. More people get more diamonds, the more money goes up. Let's see. But that is what I'm probably going to talk about there.
So hopefully
but we'll pass forwards. Okay. I head into the nether.
Mic. Don't want to be heard twice.
I think it was muting my Discord mic, I think, maybe. Oh yeah. There's Egg Sandwich's grave. They went through the portal and somehow died, I don't know how. But they did. I think it was a creeper explosion. And also, I never noticed that this hole was actually when I got there. I would later say, oh, who, you know, left this hole here? I didn't realise that it was always there. This place was actually quite cool. I was going to borrow some stuff, but I never did. I was a very slow typer. Still am.
I don't know.
I tell you, this place was actually a quite cool place. I remember, I think this was like the SMP that I truly started wanting to investigate, like, you know, the past of the server, if it you know, been running long. Because I used to, I started seeing this trail, huh? So I started following this trail up north, and it would lead me to some, I think it's the one that led to the
That's nice.
Frozen Village. I call it Frozen Village. A bunch
Oh,
of
they have a
sugarcane there.
sugarcane farm. Might as well hit the salmon.
Hit the salmon. We'll see. And then I would just pick a spot in the snow biome that I would live. It was right next to this ravine. They say don't steal anything. I did not steal anything.
I think it'd be a good idea to.
I do miss the early days of the server. It kinda got bogged down, and I will, instead of, you know, having a slow episode, I mostly just went mining, and I would eventually settle down in a little hill that if I can get a better view of. I think this could give me a better view of it. I got trapped under the ice there a little bit. Right over this, I think it was that hill. It must have been that hill. Or maybe over there.
There's a creeper on top of
Yeah, it was this area. This would be where I built my house. I never realised how mountainous it was before I went and terraformed the whole thing. I built it out of terracotta because I was not a very good builder. But I tell you that my building skills got quite better with when I learned how to use terracotta quite a lot for my build.
Let's see.
I would later use terracotta for many of my builds in Golden Age. I never really used terracotta. I used it back in the day, but I never really used it on multiplayer servers, if you know what I mean. That hole would be bad, but then it would lead to how my house would be built. Yep, this area right here is my house. That zombie right there would be that zombie head that I get from this will be put on top of a crafting table. And I might as well skip forward, as I do not want to bore you. I'm going to place it over here because I do not want it to be large screen. I tell you, I hate when stuff goes large screen because I can't, you know, go and check how many minutes I've been recording. 12 minutes, I do apologise. It has been quite a long time. But this is basically what my house becomes in the future. I forgot I had like Minecraft. I used to play Minecraft music in the background instead of playing Minecraft music in game.
Let's see.
And that's all you're going to get in case I get copyright. But this would become my house. It was published on the server's Instagram, I think it was. Or was it Instagram or Twitter? I can't remember. But eventually, I should show you the new highway system. Eventually they did upgrade the cobblestone tunnels and made this, you know, quite, you know, surprisingly, actually good. I would say. I might just move this across. Surprisingly, actually quite good, what do you call it? Highway tunnels. I quite enjoyed these highway tunnels. They were quite weird, and it was quite a pain in the butt in case a gas shot and then blew up, you know, the place. Oh yeah, I was using a texture pack for this bit. Someone died in the tunnel, they just placed their head there. Don't know who it was. I never knew everyone on the server, but I knew about, you know, 7 people. Yeah, at least 7. I know there was someone called Nebe, I think. I put a lot of them into my past peoples on my channel. I guess I could go there to now. There we go. A little bit further. Ah yes. I forgot Slapjabs is actually the person that I would meet on the server and still friends with. I'm quite still friends with Slapjabs. Slapjabs is a great person. They do, let me see. They do end lands. That is a, how would you explain it? It's an animated Minecrafty kind of series, huh? And they actually have quite a good opening theme. I would show it, but I don't think we have time for that today, so we're going to head back, and I might as well show you what I want to show you. There's CallMePosted. And a little bit further, here we are. Lito the Nito. I'm pretty sure they were on the server, if I can remember correctly. They were, yes. Yes, they were on the server. I met them on the server. They did actually quite surprisingly good Minecraft videos later on in their channel. I would recommend checking their channel out, but they have stopped uploading, sadly. I tell you, it's sad when you see, a person that you used to play the game with, and then they're just never there no more. We'll see. Nurby was also on the server, and 27 Sinker. And I think that was all. Yeah, there's no more. Yeah, that was all that I had, in the Tenko's Past people. And here's actually the official OrangeSMP YouTube channel. It's actually been quite a long time. But you can see all the people that were on here. Yes, Lito the Nito was on here. And there was actually OrangeSMP 2 that we went to islands. And that just reminded me of Simbacraft SMP. Because I remember after Simbacraft SMP, Ricky CFT, another Minecraft YouTuber who was on that server. Quite good person. I quite enjoyed our conversations with him. Would eventually start season 2 of their Minecraft server, ZetaCraft, and now they're doing islands that have nothing under them. Basically, it's the end if it was in the overworld, or the Aether if it was in the overworld. It's actually quite cool. I would recommend checking out. And then there's Slabjab's videos. Slabjab's videos were actually quite entertaining. I quite enjoyed them. I quite enjoyed the first one that they did. Can't believe it's been 2 years. It was the end of the server, yeah. I'm pretty sure I left a little bit before the end of the server, yeah. I'm pretty sure King Nurby was the time that I was on the server, and then it was before scamming people that I left the server. But they actually had a pretty cool base. Their computer was, not the best. Neither was mine. We'll see. Plus, this is 2 years ago.
A new season, and if you've not already,
and that's as them talking about the new season. I would say I quite enjoyed their episodes that they did on the server. I quite enjoyed just coming back to my first day on OrangeSMP.
Hello, thine Phil Flapjack.
Much better than my first episode. OrangeSMP.
Yeah, this is yours truly, Flabjabs by CallMePosted.
I remember, just coming back every once in a while.
Hello.
And you know what I'm so salty about? And it's not because it's an egg sandwich. Egg sandwich gives, Slabjabs a tour, but when I asked for a tour from Egg Sandwich when I first joined the server, I don't get a tour. I was so sad. So I would have been quite nervous to talk to them in Discord. So you know what, I can forgive them.
Hello, thine fellow Flabjabians. It's yours truly.
Let's see. Who else? Yes. Antasmania. OrangeSMP. And then Broco. Aquarius. I remember Aquarius. They commented on my original OrangeSMP. And also, if you're wondering, whatever happened to the playlist of OrangeSMP? Well, fun fact. Eventually, I just decided to delete it. I deleted the playlist, but never deleted videos. And that's what happened to the OrangeSMP playlist that I have. It's an odd story, but I felt, it was not right to keep it there as I left the server, so I decided to get rid of it. Let's see. It's quite a stupid thing, but no, so I never understood why 27 Sinker only did one SMP episode. Never did find out about that. I tell you, there were some people that were really dedicated, and I would say CallMePosted was quite dedicated to the OrangeSMP. Noobty, I would say they're quite, Nurby was quite dedicated. Aquarius, and Slabjabs, I think were like one of the main people pushing out episodes for this server. I managed to actually push out 5. Yeah. 5 episodes. Can't believe, you know, this channel only has 21 subs. An epic survival multiplayer. But that's playing through. I did not want that to play through while I was away. Okay. Basically, you get the whole story. Last episode, I might as well show you. You could see my getting dead, well, dying to the nether. I think I actually died to the nether again. I think I died twice to the nether over OrangeSMP. I do wonder what the seed of the server was, huh? Wasn't a bad seed. I quite enjoyed our later journeys. I never do hunt that bunny. Yeah, this was me building the compound wall. A little protective wall to keep me, you know, away from other people. Just pass forward, isn't it? Yes, I survived on Rotten Slash. I still had, you know, problems with food sources by this time of the server. I was actually still clearing out my place. I was actually going to make a quite nice house, though the wall was a quite ugly thing, I tell you. Wait for it. I think that'll be a good note to end this part of the episode on. So, now we're actually going to talk about the actual history of the server. Now, I do not know too much about the history, but I do know some big parts that really influenced it. So, let me make a line, and then we'll start from this line. You know what? I'll make another line a little bit higher, so I can fit some stuff underneath. So, I will say this is the start of O. I'll go start of O as a basically start of OrangeSMP. And then I would say I joined about maybe here? Nah, a little bit further on. About here, yeah. That would be when I joined. The server had gotten going before I started, but you know. Tenko joins. Let's see. You know what? It's not a very good timeline. It's better if I say all of the stuff and then not write it out, because it would be better for both of us. Okay. And then Slab Jobs would join about a little bit around here? No, around here. Slab Jobs joins. I don't know if they actually joined first or after me. That's a real question. I really don't know. I really don't know. Might be reversed, who knows. Might be, you know, the other way around. But I don't know. That's one thing that I tell you, is that making a history episode, rewriting the history of a server, that you don't fully actually know because you weren't really there since the very beginning. It's a very hard thing to do. Though I was there, well, not on the server, but I was there in, let's say, spirit for the end of the server. So, I would say one of the most downfall ideas was what to do. Now that's why I would say, you know, this would be one of its downfalls. So, one of the downfalls was what to do. No one could really figure out something that, you know, they wanted to do properly. Huh? Now remember the first episode that I ever saw of OrangeSMP, that's when CallMePosted was actually building a head shop. Yes, a head shop for different creatures. Now, let me make a little bit of a to hide this. Well, not hide it, but keep it there. Okay, so what to do is one of the main downfalls of the server. SMP, if you would believe it or not, would be one of the downfalls. And overthinking. That's what I would say is one of the other ones. There we go. So what to do, SMP and overthinking. How does all of these things connect? Well, SMP was going on at the time. And a lot of the ideas that were circulating on the server was actually basically getting taken from the, Dream SMP. Like the election idea that I saw in the Discord so long ago. They wanted to do a, election thing. So, they did eventually go on their own thing being, I think it was Nurbi? Or Nupte, who would eventually become the king on the server? Yeah. They would eventually become the king of the server and then demand like a tax kind of thing or something like that. I really can't remember. This is 2 years ago, I tell you, so it's very hard to figure out all the knowledge. And then what to do. Basically all of these things would connect at this point. So overthinking and, trying to think, right, what are we going to do? That is one of the things, well, basically what to do and overthinking are kind of combined. So it kind of makes sense why they would be in the same list. And it kind of seems stupid to, what to do and then overthinking being connected. But that's truly what happened. And then with Dream SMP being there, a lot of ideas were taken from Dream SMP, like elections. They were actually making their own skins, kind of based on, stuff that was happening. It's very hard to actually do this. I tell you, I started this, rewriting Minecraft SMP history. But I would say OrangeSMP has to be one of the hardest ones, huh? I would say maybe one day I might come back and redo this video, I tell you. But until that day, we'll continue on. So, overthinking, Dream SMP, and what to do. These things would all intertwine. Let me find my mouse, I could not find it there. That's because I have a bit going on there. There we go. These were all intertwined and would lead to doom of the server. Not really doom, if you know what I mean, but basically the end of the server. Because overthinking, right, caused the server to kind of flatline on that, content. Because everyone's thinking, okay, we need to roleplay, we need to do this. And then someone else would come in, what if we did this, and then that, and then that. And then it kind of all piled up, and then eventually someone came over and then going, hey, we should do this. And then everyone agrees on doing that, and then everyone overthinks that idea, and then it just crumbles together. I've seen it so many times, I tell you. But with Dream SMP being there, they would normally take, like stripping the flesh off of the, like a chicken bone, trying to make sense of like an idea. Being, like at the elections that were going on in Dream SMP, they started taking some of the ideas, we should have an election, we should have a king, doing stuff like that. And it would eventually lead to the doom of the server being stagnation. The server just halting. Basically just coming to a halt. Coming to a halt. Ooh. To a halt. Because everyone was too busy with overthinking Dream SMP and what to do, that it would eventually, come to a halt. Now, it's not to say people weren't actually doing stuff on the server. They were doing stuff like the Iron Farm, the Snow Village, and a bunch of other stuff that I would see and only see it on videos that would come after or before me. So that's the only, idea that I have known about the past of the history of the server. But the server would come to basically a halt in videos. I would say a lot of players. Yes, I would say that's one of the things that I will put here. Player burnout, I'll call it. Player burnout. I would say that's one of the other parts of why the server kind of led itself to doom. The players just did not want to do much. Like, I enjoyed playing the server, with what time I played on the server. I would have, little chats with yous who are watching this video. Or, some of yous who are new. So, player burnout would be one of the things that would, take out a lot of the people on the server. as you've seen, 27 sinker, maybe something happened in real life, maybe their PC broke, or, you know, something, you know, happened. That means they can't play on the server no more, or they can't, you know, spend much time on the server, meaning that person's out for any, you know, either roleplay ideas or, you know, doing stuff on the server. So, stuff like that would take a player out, you know, player burnout. Then some people just join in and then never doing anything after playing it first. You know, playing on the server and then just giving up. They didn't want to play on the server no more. And that's kind of another, you know, thing that would lead to the downfall, you know. Players not wanting to continue or do stuff. That would be the player burnout as well. But, you know, I'll just keep it just player burnout. So the players would just not do anything after a while. Like they would, you know, come up with these ideas and do stuff, like with this idea, and then they would never put it into action. Now the only thing that really got, you know, going big would probably be the king idea. Now, I remember reading one of the books, and if I can find my mouse, there it is. I tell you, it's very hard to find your mouse sometimes. Okay, so during this episode I would eventually find a book. Where is it? Where is it? I was going around doing some stuff, I tell you. It's spawn. I think I was gathering up food. Also, horse. Horse. Someone left their diamond horse at spawn. And then eventually, it'd be paused at the right moment. I would run into another player at this point. Sometimes it would be quite laggy in the recording. But here we go. We ran into Hunter the Bunny. I don't actually know who Hunter the Bunny was. They weren't really a person that I... really don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, I tell you. Sorry. My ear started to go on my left side there. Let's see. But eventually I would come across a book. And I will read that back for you. So, dear OrangeSMP subjects, I have foreseen the troubles this realm will face, and I have called it upon myself to bring an end to these terrors. Before they are told, I will be your king, and you will be my subjects. Anyone who disagrees will be punished. You know, pretty good stuff there. But I was still nervous with roleplay. Oh, it's actually 27 Sinkers. I don't think 27 Sinker ever got this box. I've never seen them truly on in a while. When I'd, you know, played on the server. Maybe like once or twice. Good day. Signed your beloved ruler, Nurby. Nurby was the king, yeah, I remember now. And it would lead to one of the things that I would, you know, leave the server at. Being too nervous. I was seeing if I could put a sword on an armor stand there. And that is where I would end my journey on the server. So, after I left at some point about... why can't I find my, you know... there we go. So, after I left, there would be... DBL... yeah, DBL. TenkoBerry left. King Nurby would be... here. King Nurby. There we go. Nurby. And I don't actually know how they got downfalled. That's something that I've totally forgot. Whatever happened to Nerby? I just cannot remember. It's not gotta be here. It must be on Ooh, don't wanna full screen. Whatever happened to Nerby? You know what? I might as well check out the playlist as I am going to end today's episode here. Why did the ad have to play, I tell you? I'm not giving them free sponsorship. Something about Rolex, well not Rolex, Robo stuff. Let's eat cake.
Become king of the entire SMP. Well, certainly not me. Well, actually, I did anticipate it.
No, so if you want to check out their channel,
but we're here to do some kingly business. We have our Orange SMP shulker box, and I'm trading for some bread. We need lots of bread. Or cake. This isn't bread, this is cake. Let them eat cake. We're gonna tell her...
Let them eat cake. Wasn't that what Antoinette, basically... Yeah. The Queen of France said, let them eat cake to the peasants.
People who cannot afford bread, that they can eat cake. So...
You can't live on cake.
We're going to go back to the shopping district where I have been setting up an outpost.
We might as well check their channel out.
So here, they're all going to love me because they love free stuff. In here.
Ah, yeah. This is where a scam would be later done by slab jabs. Yes, that's what happened, yeah. This is where a scam would be started by slab jabs. I never noticed that they changed their skin from the early days. Yeah, they went... This was like the skin that I knew them for. Nerby skin. That would be their purple jacket with a smiley face on it. Reminded me of Shy Guys, yeah.
We're gonna do something else with them.
Let me just pass forward through it for you. As we're going to be ending this episode.
Right here, we will be...
Yeah, I definitely left by this point on the server. I left somewhere before maybe episode 3 or episode 2. I don't actually... Wait. Yeah, I don't understand why there's, you know... End of... Oh yeah, it was OrangeSMP Season 2. But they made OrangeSMP 2. It's quite confusing. I kinda remember now, Season 2 was the server that we played on.
And you get free cake! And you get free cake! And you get free cake! Everybody gets free cake!
And not me, because I never...
Now I am on my last 2
back
cakes, and I figured while I placed these final cakes down, I should tell you about the phrase, let them eat cake. Because it's a funny story. There was this Queen of France. Her name was Marie Antoinette.
Yes.
And
I was gonna say Marie,
she lived in
totally
1788. Not 1790. Because all the
French
peasants, they were
Revolution.
all starving. And they came to her, and they're like, we cannot afford bread. Actually, it was one of her advisors came to her.
Yeah, they came to the palace, and she said, why not let them have cake? Something like that.
We cannot afford bread. And she just said, well, then you should eat cake. And apparently, it is frowned upon to tell starving peasants who cannot afford bread that if they just ate cake, they would solve other problems. Because obviously, they cannot afford cake. Because they can't afford bread, and cake is significantly more expensive.
Yeah.
So, they chopped her head off.
Yes, they did.
Everyone on the SMP cake. I'm going to help everyone on the SMP out. I'm giving them stacks upon stacks of rockets. Everything's wonderful. Yay, King Nerby.
You know what, a pretty good king. You get free rockets.
So,
If I
I am the
still
king
on
of the
server, I would get rockets. You know why? I don't have electricity.
SMP, yes. But what really makes the SMP so wonderful is the people. Wonderful is I'm the king of the SMP, yes. But what really makes the SMP so wonderful is the people. I fell off that bridge up there yesterday, and I found this, and this is so cool. I thought, okay, this portal's not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to walk back. Someone built a racetrack. Like a literal racetrack. You place
That's actually quite cool. I never found that
down a
part.
boat,
That
and
would
you
be
just
cool
go
to know.
zooming.
Imagine how many races.
I'm very bad at it, but
I would
that's
love if they, hosted like a race on a server. That would have, skyrocketed, people's burnouts.
not the point. Is
Just
this
having
is
fun.
so cool? I hope there's going to be some form of Grand Prix going on.
Sadly, there was not.
I hope there's got to be some sort of Grand Prix or competition, because I would love to race people. Time matters, but I completed a lap, so yay. Anyways,
And that was the end of their video. I don't actually think there was a true end to King Nurby. It's a quite weird story, The history of OrangeSMP is a quite complicated one, because so many pieces never really got a true end, I don't think so. Though I think Slapjabs did do a scam where they placed the free cake. It was like something for end fruit, stuff for that. I can't remember what it was, but it's like a scam. It was a while ago that I watched the episode. And what this timeline that we did is quite not a in-depth one like before. Maybe one day we could have got CallMePosted to join us for this video. We could have got so much more information, I tell you. We could have started working on many of the downfalls, because there was many more stuff that would eventually cause the downfall of the server. I tell you, when you're moving this marker, it takes a while to try and find it. Whee! Oh! I never noticed that it dragged behind. Like, it's not centered, if you know what I mean. This marker. Because it just drags behind. Like, if you go like this, you see the dot that goes, out of the... Yeah. I quite enjoy that. I never noticed that in MS Paint. Well, hopefully you did enjoy this. I might as well go a quick overview of the entire server's history. So let me black out. As we're hit 42 minutes. So it's quite a long episode. So I did not do a quite good job doing exploration of this, video. Hopefully it was a little bit of an eye-opening of the server's history. As I have not watched every episode, I can't tell you the, exact stuff, how stuff went. But hopefully you get a kind of a bit more understanding of the server, I tell you. We started and we ended after I left. That would be 5 episodes, or 6 episodes that I did. Maybe 7, I can't remember. It's been a little while. And after I left, a few different stuff happened, and then the server would eventually end. Due to, player burnout, overthinking, Dream SMP, trying to take some stuff from that. You know what I mean? It's not like they were directly ripping it off. They were taking too much influence from what other people were doing, instead of, having creativity to do their own thing. And then what to do. A lot of people struggled with that. And then a lot of people did a few episodes and, never really played on the server. Did play on the server but never really made any more episodes on the server. So stuff like that, right? I would say that would be the downfall of the server. Now, the OrangeSMP was a great server. I did quite enjoy when I played on the server, apart from the very end. I was just too nervous to do, like, Minecraft roleplays. Role-playing on, Minecraft servers, you know what I mean? You just get too nervous. And that is why I left all that time ago. Well, hopefully you did enjoy this. We've hit 4444. So, have a nice day, safe up to the apple, maybe some more juice, because vitamins, very important. And bye, see you next time. Have a nice day. See you. Bye bye. Wait.